The Spot Bitcoin ETFs have finally launched, and I was very curious how it actually works behind the scenes. What happens when a new share is created? Who buys the Bitcoins? Who is selling the Bitcoins? Where is the money coming from? Where is the money going? How does it actually affect the price of Bitcoin? Let's take a look at this clip to find out.
I mean, when you individually buy a share of an ETF, it's like buying a share of Apple stock. You're buying it from someone else who's selling it, right? What you're really asking is when new ETF shares are created, how does Bitwise acquire Bitcoin to represent that?
That's right.
And the way that works, there's this group of authorized participants who are able to create new shares when they sense new demand in the market. So if they sense new demand, they're able to create new shares to facilitate that demand. Mechanically, what happens is at the end of the day, they submit what are called creation orders to us, which says we want to create X number of shares. And once those orders are accepted, which for us takes place at 2 p.m., they wire us cash. So like on day one, we got $237 million of cash of fiat currency, of dirty fiat.
It's a nice feeling.
That's right. Well, once we get it, we have to go out and acquire Bitcoin. And so the way we do it in our trust, and this differs from different ETFs, but we have listed Bitcoin trading counterparties. And these are big firms like Jane Street, and DRW, and Macquarie, and others. They're listed in our prospectus. And we'll go out and we'll put them at competition with one another. We want to buy $200 million of Bitcoin. What's the best bid you can get? Then we'll take that and put that in competition.
Are you calling them? Are you emailing them? Are you messaging them on Telegram here?
That's the trading team. They use a variety of different tools. Our trading team, for what it's worth, is ex BlackRock from their bond desk. So they have deep expertise in this. But you're putting them at work against one another. And then when you get the best price, you agree to that price and you purchase the Bitcoin. For what it's worth, on that day one, when we acquired, $237 million worth of Bitcoin, we got it at single-digit basis points above the bid-ask spread. There's a lot of liquidity there. The next step is the Bitcoin has to get to the custodian. The way it works is our trading partner, so let's say it's XYZ Corp that we agreed to buy it from, deposits it, sends it to the custodian. And once it arrives at the custodian, we release the cash to them to settle the trade. So the trust never is on the hook. It has the Bitcoin and then it releases the cash. You can find those transfers online.
Well, that was actually my next question. I was looking at the mempools and just like transactions basically on the Bitcoin blockchain, and the like transaction fees, the mempools, like it wasn't really spiking. So I was trying to figure out how all of this Bitcoin was bought, but the Bitcoin price didn't really fluctuate on that day. I know what Eric was saying, which is like it was really the lead up. But if all this Bitcoin was being bought, why didn't that spike? And why didn't the transaction fees and the mempool spike as well?
Yeah. One nuance that's maybe not obvious is these authorized participants sense that there's demand throughout the day. And then they don't actually, the Bitcoin isn't acquired by us until the end of the day, but the market makers may know that it's coming, so they can build positions throughout the day. So it won't show up for them on a single transaction. And the broader reason is Bitcoin's a very liquid market. I mean, even buying, a couple $100 million of Bitcoin is a lot, but Bitcoin trades billions of dollars every day around the world, and it has for a long time. And there are a lot of ways to facilitate those transactions. So this market is more liquid than many people give it credit for, and I think that's why you're seeing it process fairly normally through all the systems.
So according to that explanation, there is a time of day, which is 2 p.m., where things may settle. But also due to a variety of factors, you might not see like a big spike in the Bitcoin price if a lot of orders do come in. And also when you're just buying and selling these shares, new shares may not be created. The APs, or the authorized participants, are the ones who determine when new shares need to be created. So there would only be a lot of Bitcoin buying if a lot of new shares need to be created in these ETFs. If you thought this clip was useful, give it a like and a subscribe to the channel. Thanks.